up everyone, it's your girl Shay here, and as you can see I am finally back with a new video. I know many of you guys have been like, where you been? Well, like I said before, I've been on vacation. I was down in LA with my boyfriend and our friend celebrating not just his birthday, but also a few of our other friends' birthdays also, and my boyfriend and I's first year anniversary. So we were down there doing Universal Studios and Disneyland and everything else, so that's where I've been. But here's a new video for you guys, and this video is actually going to be on dubs and subs. And no, it's not about the whole like versus dub or sub, because honestly, you know my opinion on it. I honestly don't care. I'm very lazy, so I like dubs, and I'll also watch a show subtitled as long as I'm not lazy. Honestly, I could care less. But this video is actually about, when do you prefer the dub over the sub? Since I know many of you guys probably have a few of those preferences. And for me, I know that I definitely do. So there are times where I have preferred a dubbed version over a subtitled version of an anime. So for me, the ones where I've preferred a dub over a sub has been for mainly, I would have to say, 2 different reasons, or maybe even 3 different reasons. So number 1 is nostalgia. And that's mostly because if I've grown up with the show only hearing it dubbed, I don't really like listening to the subtitle version because I'm not used to it. And this even goes for different dubs of the same show. So for example, Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z, I grew up hearing it dubbed. So when I heard the subtitle version, I wasn't that enthused about it and I didn't enjoy it as much. And I actually, of course, prefer the dub version of that also. So, of course, I also have to add in Inuyasha. Same reason. I watched it dubbed first. I got used to the dubbed voices. So then when they came out with Inuyasha Final Act and I tried to watch it subtitled, I just couldn't do it. Sesshomaru's voice was just all over the place for me, and I prefer the dub. And last one, I also have to go with Sailor Moon. And that's mostly because I'm used to the 90s dubbed of Sailor Moon. I have watched the subtitle version of Sailor Moon, but that's only because Sailor Moon Stars at the time was never actually dubbed, so I have watched that version subtitled. But as far as the new dub that's concerned that came out for Viz, it's taken me some getting used to those voices because I'm so used to the originals. But once again, I prefer that dub over the subtitle version any day. Once again, like I said, because of nostalgia reasons. Number 2 has to be because of the fact if it's a musical show. And what I mean by that is a show garnered around music. So the show that I can mostly think of where I have preferred the dub over this is Beck, Mongolian Chop Squad. And that's probably because of the fact there is so much American music in that show and a lot of singing that I do prefer the dub version of that. And it's kind of enjoyable to hear your voice actors singing. So that show in particular, I prefer the dub. And number 3 is due to the voice actors that are in the show. So as many of us know, or over time, we come to learn the voices in the shows that we watch, basically. And I know for me, I'm able to kind of tell whose voice is in what show pretty easily now, especially for dubbed ones. And usually if I can look at a voice list of who is voicing in a particular show, it kind of makes me enthralled to watch it just a little bit more. So for example, J. Michael Tatum, I love his voice. Travis Willingham, Laura Bailey, Johnny Young Bosch, Todd Haberkorn, all these different voice actors I've come to know and love the way they do voices. And from there, it ends up making me want to watch a show even more if I know they're in it. Also, another voice actor I have to add in is actually Vic Mignogna, because he's awesome as Edward Elric in Fullmetal Alchemist and Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. And like many people believe, and I also have to agree, that's also a really, really good dub. But that's mostly the reasons why I prefer sometimes dubs over subs. So when is the time that you prefer a dub over a sub? I know that this is probably the main thing that really splits the anime community in half, is those who prefer dub versions and those who prefer subtitle versions. And like I said before, I'm on both sides because I enjoy both and they both serve a purpose in my life. So for me, I don't care. But like I mentioned within this list, there are times where I do prefer the dubs over the subs. And I feel like for a lot of people, they probably feel this way too. But let me know by commenting down below, and also name the show that you prefer the dub version of also, because I would love to actually check out those shows, because there's still a lot of anime shows I still have not seen yet, and like I mentioned, I enjoy dubs. So comment down below on what shows you have preferred dubbed over subtitled, and maybe I'll check them out and do a review on it. And like always, you guys, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll leave links down below to all my social media accounts, my Instagram, my Twitter, and my blog as well. And like always, you guys, stay positive and be nerdy. All right, you guys. Bye.